his integrity, although you incited me against him to destroy him without cause. So Satan answered the Lord, said, skin for sin. Yes, all that a man has, he will give for his life, but stretch out your hand now. Notice what Satan is doing. He's telling God what to do, but God is saying, I'm giving you the power to do it. But it's like he's throwing it back in God's face, like it's your fault that all this is happening. And this is another question I put on the paper. This is kind of open dialogue. Can Satan persuade God to change his plans? Because notice at first God said he did not want Job harmed physically, but then he decided to allow it to happen. What do you guys think? Do you think Satan can change or persuade God to change his plans?
No. No. Because I think God was just holding him back to show him, like, every degree of where you...
To show Satan or show Job?
To show Satan. Any degree or any level you can attack him on, you still going to trust him. And also, I forgot what to tell you. Keep talking.
All right. Danny?
Who had more authority, Job or Satan?
I'm going to get there in a minute. I'm going to go there, but the first question is, person, do you think, notice, using this as a reference, do you think Satan could persuade God?
If he could persuade God, he would have told him to be in heaven. He wouldn't kick him out.
So you don't think he could flatterly use words to persuade God?
Kind of what Eric was saying, I think God kind of just lets him do his things to us, so at the end result we can know that we have authority over Satan himself, that God is above that.
Okay, that actually goes into my second question, which was, where'd you see that? Oh, down to the number 3. If God gave the authority to mess up Job's life, who had more authority, Job or Satan? Notice, do you think, did Job have an opinion in what happened? No, right? God said everything that you know that you want to do to Satan, go ahead and do it, except don't take his life. Job or Satan? Satan still?
I would, in this situation, I mean, it appears
Okay.
that Satan
Okay.
is like running the show right now.
It appears is that actuality. The reason why I'm asking is because it's almost actually in significance to even our lives.
Because but didn't Jesus say, like the Bible say,
Yeah.
I can't tell you what scripture it is, but he gave us
Power
over
to walk
the
on.
enemy.
Yeah, very true. But using this as an example, would you say Job had more power or Satan?
Well, you take all Satan's power away when he runs everything in your face and you still bless God. He just looks stupid. Like,
Okay.
like, oh man, I'm like, word, he didn't curse God.
Then he gets even more authority. Okay, if you don't think that's enough, touch his body. Say, all right, touch his body, but don't take his life. What you think? I'm using this. Put yourself in Job's position.
I think Satan has the authority.
You think he has authority? Why?
Because if Job had this authority, he would just say, all right, boils are gone. You know? It seems like Satan was in control.
So you think because he didn't have the authority to stop the boils, Satan had more authority?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Job has more authority.
why?
Because he had the authority of faith. He had to believe that everything would be alright. He kept his faith and shit with God. I think Job had this word, but he didn't know it. I don't think he knew it when he was going to do it, but I think ultimately he has more authority than Satan.
Try to throw some more details in that as far as...
But
Because we're looking at authority in two different perspectives. We're looking at more of the authority of the command of negatives to overthrow your life, and then the authority to not allow the negatives to overpower your life. That's two different authorities.
Well, there's two different people in control. He's talking about it like that.
What do you mean?
It's like he was saying Job had the authority to believe in God over his circumstances. I feel like she said, it seems like Satan had the authority because it seems like Satan was in control and he had Job like on a string.
It's like what that lady said with AIDS on Saturday. She was like, I have AIDS. AIDS don't have me. But hey,
but on the outward conditions, somebody else will tell you, actually, no, AIDS got you. I mean, real talk. Like she feeling sick and everything else. It just would have seemed, but you guys just said seemingly. So then, how do you break this whole control issue?
dumb right now, Michael.
No. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to open.
I'm gonna go with Satan right now.
You going to save yourself too? You still holding on?
I mean, just you tricking us. Like,
I ain't tricking you. Look at Job. Twice. Okay,
but
twice.
You just said it's two different types of authority. So
Right.
Like, which one are you talking about? Let's clarify.
Okay. Let's say the car situation. Driving a car. Satan asks God, can I jack him up right now? Let's just say God says, touch his car, but don't touch Danny. Car stop rolling. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah. Now, you sitting there like, you know what I'm saying, you're getting mad, this car needs to start working, turn the key, blah, 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 this and that. Car ain't working. Then you make your response. Whatever response is, you make a response. Now, do you really think Satan is after your car? Who is he after? He's after you. So in actuality, just because he stopped your car, does that mean he has more authority? Why?
I don't know.
Because he's after you. Remember the mission, forget about the car. Because here's the thing. Let's say the car does stop. Then you jump on the bus. You still actually get to the place you've been wanting to get to. You feel? So the car was nothing. It was just a vehicle. So now Satan is like, oh, he still was able to make this. So I might as well stop the bus too. He stops the bus. Huh? But you still, let's say you get a call from somebody else. Yo, I need to drop off. You still get to the location. So it's not the vehicle. It's the same thing here. Satan was so confident in thinking that if he can get control of everything, let's say Satan just controlled this fan and turned the fans off. Then we all start getting hot. We start getting irritated. But we're still in Bible study. Okay? Let's say the lights went out. We can't read the Bible. Okay, but we're still in open dialogue. Let's say it started raining. So now it's like, damn, it's raining right now. But we're still in Bible study. Can we honestly say that Satan is still in control?
That was a weak example.
Why?
Because we ain't talking.
I know. I'm talking about, but when it's raining, it's a distracting.
Okay.
So, it's cold and all that stuff, Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So, in those examples, minus that, is Satan still in control? Why?
So we have regardless of what happens, we have the authority to work around it and get to our final destination.
Wouldn't you think so?
So I guess we have the authority to continue on.
Wouldn't you think so? Look at Job. And in between, although he lost everything, he said, naked I came to this world, naked I come. Lord give, Lord take away. Well, blessed be the name of the Lord. That's what messed me up. Satan didn't play fair the second time. We'll show you something. Notice God told him the mission, touch his body. But notice what he does. Still holds fast his integrity. So Satan went out. Verse number 8. Then his wife said to him, do you still hold fast to your integrity? Curse God and die. Notice God told him the mission was to touch Job. Would you consider that the enemy probably also used his wife to be a distraction? The reason I'm saying is because sometimes where seemingly the attention is on one thing that you're missing, but it just seems like a whole lot of other stuff is following to really jack you up. I think it's almost the same thing even with this, where the devil, he don't play fair. But once again, I go back to the question of who's got the authority, Satan or Job?
Job, he called her foolish.
He called, aha!
All that.
You foolish right now. You talking out of your head. Like you ain't talking out of wisdom. Notice what Job did was he annihilated all the other excuses to this situation. If we was in Job's position, I would look at my situation and consider, why is this happening? Number one, I know who God is, I know who I am, but I want to know, why is this happening? Is it a consequence that I'm doing? Is it something I need to get right, get straight? Look, even in our lives, like the reason why we're here is because we look at our past, we made some mistakes, but now we're trying to make some better ones. We're trying to get rid of those stuff. Job could be in the same position, and his wife comes around. What's wrong with you? You still holding your integrity? Why don't you curse God and die? He's like, look, you're speaking out of foolishness. You don't even know what's going on. He shut that door before it even infiltrated his mind. Can we be honest and say we do the same thing? Whenever there's an attack from the outside, we shut it right then and there? I know myself, I don't at times. Why? Because, notice, it would be a different story if it was one of his friends or one of his kids, but it was his wife.